share this with you. This is one of the best papayas we have found so far ever.
And we are about to put them in our bodies.
You gonna eat now?
And our souls, yes.
You will eat? No?
Let me see the sun.
Tell us what you're doing.
Intermittent dry fasting. And it just happened by providence. I didn't plan anything. It's just I've been observing Petya. And she's been doing some things here and there, some fastings and stuff. And I said, okay, I was feeling to do this from before actually, but then I said, okay, when the time comes. And all of a sudden I just started. I was sick actually from the day before when I first started this, and then I said that I cannot eat anything. I just didn't feel to eat anything until like 2 o'clock, and then it just started like this. So I just eat at midday or 2 o'clock. But if I wake up at 4:30, which I want to do, I probably eat early. I don't know. We'll see.
So it's absolutely unintentional. It just happens by itself. But you did something before that, because before you were trying to do fastings and things and it was not working.
What is it?
You did some emotional healing.
Ah, yes. I made a... How to explain? We got rid of a contract in a specific way that works very, very well. Looks like something like witchcraft or something medieval, but it really works. And plus we are on this channel and our vibration is always from the level of the highest vibration possible, and we wouldn't use it if it didn't vibrate with us. So it vibrated. It worked amazing. It took a few hours and wow, amazing.
So you just took a piece of paper, you wrote down what you wanted to let go of, and then
depends on how we ended up in the first place in this contract. If we started with water or with fire or with earth or whatever, we end up like this. So for me, it has to end up with fire, and for other people can be some water. So in the sea, it's very good.
Yes, so we burnt it. You burnt it.
And I buried it. And we put a plant. What plant was?
A mango.
A mango.
We planted a mango seed.
So now it's gonna grow a tree in the name of a new life. Plong.
Plong! The name of a new being. High five! Supreme being. Now we're back to this. Oh, I cannot wait. We're gonna eat. Okay, we're gonna eat together. I have a lime. It's my favorite thing. The best combination in the world for me. We are kind of trying to follow the food combining in the fruits as well. And if you don't know much about it, in the world of fruit, it's pretty much like acidic fruits can combine with not so much sweet fruits, and not so much sweet fruits can combine with sweet fruits. But the very sweet fruits are really best to be eaten alone, and this is especially valid for melons and watermelons. Melons and watermelons we never combine with anything, we just eat them on themselves. It's just because that they need different things to be digested. Ah, it is amazing.
Super, super tasty. It's very good.
Toma mais puninho.
She went to get a spoon. Okay, just 5 drops is enough.
Cheers. Mmm. Mmm. It is
If they
divine.
all are like this, it's the best.
I really wish to all of you watching this one day to be able to come here and to experience.
Or if you
all
even if you
this.
want to, you know, if there's enough beings for all of us to be together and spend some days together and eat some fruit and something like a retreat, I don't know, something like this. It will be amazing.
Like a gathering.
Yeah.
It really is worth it to come, especially in the northern side of Bali. The energies are really phenomenal here. Very much different than the south. If you have experienced the south but you never came to the north, you just have to come back here. It's very different. And one more thing I forgot to say about papaya. This papaya has no malt, no soft spots whatsoever, and whoever tells you that papaya has to have malt to be ripe, this is not true. It means it was actually picked very early, it was not tree ripened, and it had to stay for a very, very long moment, and that's why it started to get moldy and all this stuff.
Yeah.
A good quality papaya.
It's taken when it's almost ripe.
Yes. I don't know if you can see. It's super yellow.
I can tell.
This is how we actually, when we bought it, it was already like this. And there's no mold whatsoever.
There's no, these stretch marks are just
It's hard and it's a natural formation.
yes, it's just like
the
this
fruit.
normal. Can you see me?
Mm-hmm.
This is part of the
experience.
new world.
And what did you just say to me? It didn't taste like papaya.
This doesn't taste like papaya at all. It tastes like candy. Because when you are first shown to the fruit and the fruit is not optimal, you will call it, your brain's gonna call, okay, this is papaya. But when you eat the true papaya, you don't call any more papaya, you just say, okay, candy.
Candy!
You eat the true banana, candy. Everything is candy.
Yes, baby. And so I wanted to share something with you today, except the small parts that you see from our everyday life. We will try to include them in all our videos, and like we said in the previous video, we will try to do some more vlogs. Sorry about that, I'm just filming with my phone and things are moving around. But anyways, I want to share with you something today that has been in space in my head for a while, and I had a plan to make a video about that, but it just never came until now. Perhaps it wasn't the right moment, and now I feel to do. And it is about words. I'm sure many of you are watching videos about different conspiracies regarding the system and how they're, you know, trying to control us and stuff like this. And me and André, we also went through that, so we fully understand. And with this video, I don't want to discourage you to do so, because you need to find your own truth, what you're going to believe. And it is really important indeed, because what is happening out there behind the scenes is not anymore happening behind the scenes, because we are becoming more and more intentional and more intuitive, and we can actually read the energy behind it. So as they are using the channel of the collective consciousness to spread their messages, we are able to tap into this consciousness, and it is very obvious already what is happening out there. And Many of you maybe have watched and seen videos of how things are encoded in the words that we are using in our everyday life, and especially in the English language. And the purpose of that is because English language is spreading more and more, and it is becoming perhaps, eventually perhaps it will become the main language spoken all over the world by all of us, which will connect us into one. And that's the beauty about it. However, there are indeed many codes in the English language which are, you know, somehow not so positive in a way, but that's only if you see things from their perspective. However, I'm gonna tell you very shortly what I want to say. Words don't matter. It really doesn't matter what type of words you're going to use to express yourself. I'm sure you all have had situations in which you would say something and the people that you're talking to, they would not understand you, and this can take you into states like depression or sadness or whatever. It was happening to me all the time since I was a child, until I realized that it is not my fault. It is really not that I'm doing something wrong, that I'm using the wrong words, but it is how the other people are interpreting my words. You can use the same words to express so many emotions. It is not the literal meaning of the word that we should be looking for, but when we use our intuition, it is the feeling behind it that is important. This is what makes true communication. And the more we are together with Andre, because we are coming from two different countries with two totally different languages, and we are speaking English between ourselves, but we lived in France as well, in Corsica, and we have implemented some French words as well, and we're using some Bulgarian, some Portuguese, English. You can imagine it's like a mixture of anything inside, and we are really using words as tools. We are not really looking for the meaning behind them, you know. We have started using words that mean something totally random for things that became something totally different for us, and if somebody else is listening from the outside, they will never understand. It's like a code. And we were able to achieve that simply because we are focusing on the telepathical connection in between. This is what we should all be looking for, because eventually that's how we are going to evolve, and eventually this is the meaning of true language. It's a language where we will not need even to speak, because we will understand each other through vibration, through telepathy. Totally different channels of communication. And thus, words do not matter. They will matter if we focus on them. If we are afraid of using certain words not to hurt somebody else, yes, they will matter, and then they will have this meaning.
And as we speak about words, she just said that the words does not matter unless we focus on them. And
yes,
the word not matter does not exist, because to exist here, it has to have matter. So if you don't focus on it, there's no matter.
Yeah.
So it doesn't exist.
Exactly.
So nice.
It's all a game. It really is a game.
Oh.
Don't fuck, I'm here. So just focus on your intuition and if it happens that you say something to someone and they feel sad or upset or whatever, that they don't understand what you truly mean, it's not your fault. It's not their fault either. But it's just that they are not on your vibration. They cannot read your vibration, and that's why this situation happens. So try to see from their perspective. Don't allow this to happen to you, because you are already growing vibrationally. You are the one to set an example through your journey, and through growing your vibration, you are helping others also grow. But when we just focus on the love, the more love we input in our communication as well with others, the more we make a change in this world.
Yes, and you are the perfect being to speak about words, because I don't know, you have an ability, even though it's difficult to put feelings into words, but you found a way to express it and to make it available to human language.
Sometimes even for me it's difficult.
I also can do it, but it's like, you know, it takes something.
Yeah.
It needs something.
It also depends how good with words you are, also from how long you have spent here on Earth.
On Earth, I was gonna say.
If you have come many times on Earth, like me, I've been much more than Andre, and he spent more time in the higher dimensions, and because of this, for him sometimes it is more difficult to find the words to express himself.
I just need some durian and the words come on.
But when he wants, he can be very good as well.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of tapping into this vibration. It's all a matter of going into the vibration of anything. It's the way how we attract things as well. How we manifest stuff to happen in our lives. We just have to get to the vibration of whatever we want to attract, and once we are there, it comes.
The attraction comes once we are inside the vibration that we desire so much. Because some people, they think that this attraction comes as soon as we, you know, just think about it or something. No, it has to be some work there in order for the cycle to start to go on its own.
Yeah, that's it.
So the attraction comes after the desired thing. You see, the words do not come out.
No, it's always perfection. Actually, if you listen to what he says, many times, I was just telling him this, many times when we make a video together, I understand the surface of what he's saying. But when I watch afterwards, when I edit, this is the moment when I truly actually understand the real meaning behind what he is saying. Because everything that he says is very deep. It's not really what it looks on the surface. It's much deeper than that. But it is like this.
It is.
Because your knowledge that you're bringing comes from the higher dimensions. You already come with this vibration straight away. And for you, it's more difficult to tap into the earthly vibration. As for me, it's almost the other way around. I come with the earthly vibration, and for me, it's more challengeable. And perhaps that's why I feel to work more on tapping into the higher vibrations. I need to actually feel more connected with them to get the downloads. As downloads and messages come to you like this. You don't need to do anything special. I have to work more on myself.
Yeah, I think we are both working on ourselves, actually, because it requires confidence to tap into the highest vibration. You already have this perfect confidence. I also have. It's just a matter of tune in once again.
Yeah.
Because I know exactly what it takes. I just forgot it for a moment, but we are tuning things up.
Yeah. And
Thank you for being.
I just wanted to say something not in this topic, but it is in this topic as well. the balance between us is becoming really supreme.
Synchronized and supreme, and I think we are. It's like we are beginning to be really physical twins, not like shape and stuff, but almost.
Yeah. So I think that until now, what we have been doing is we have been really cleansing stuff between us, and now as a result, when we actually stopped focusing on the cleansing of each other, when we started really to focus on ourselves, on each individually, this balance started to happen naturally. It just came like this, and we started to be able to do things that we were not able before.
I think a major part of this was also when we decided to say, wait, one thing that is playing a very big role between us, it's the fact that where are we living, where are we now? And if we look around, if we are in a city or something, it's gonna be a slower process, and compared to here is amazing place. So, but it's not just this environment, it's also the heart that we are saying, no, we are not gonna we're not gonna live, we're not gonna be this level, we are gonna give ourselves some
actually
freedom.
Came to Bali setting this intention exactly to come into balance, to totally heal ourselves.
And
I'm gonna put a video here, a part of the video here, because we recorded a video for ourselves.
Hey, André and Petya, I'm gonna look to here. Don't forget.
This is a message for you.
This is a message from you, from the past to the future. You can skip this video until the 20 seconds mark because we are just presenting blah blah blah. Okay, the message is don't come. What are the?
Amnesia.
Don't come back to Europe so fast. You see, the police just passed. I cannot even take out my phone. The Europe. We need to heal. Okay, heal, get abundant. And what else?
Yeah, we cannot come back from Asia this time unless we are fully healed. It has to be complete sensation of, yes, this is my true self, my best version that I wanted always to reach, to achieve.
Yes.
Like this.
Here, yes, there's less motorcycles. Life is more maybe understandable for some or whatever, but it doesn't matter. There's no fruits. It's cold. You go crazy, okay? I felt like almost dying all the time. Don't you remember that, André? Come on, man. Give me a break. I'm dying here.
To see?
I know it's funny to talk about.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna include it here.
So we include here?
Yes.
We made a video just before coming to Bali. A video sending to ourselves. We didn't send anything, but it's just the energy saying, look, André and Petya, please do not come back to Europe before you see this. Shall we see?
They will see this video.
Right after we finish this video, we're gonna see it ourselves, because I almost forgot it. Let's see the movie and then we
okay, I watched it recently and we are really working on it very good.
You watched it recently?
Yes.
I want to see too. Okay,
guys.
I see, okay, at the same time.
We love you very much.
We love you so much.
Through the love between us, we are actually injecting more love towards all of you.
Towards YouTube. YouTube is gonna change color. It's not gonna be red anymore. It's gonna be
purple.
Purple or something.
Purple.
It's gonna be this color, pinkish purple.
Pinkish purple. The event.
We are launching new stuff, but this will come later on. It's gonna be very nice. The university.
See you soon.